Let's talk about the villainization of empathy. Hi, I'm Rochelle Fry. I'm a licensed professional counselor, and I am talking today about the importance of empathy. I have been a little concerned because over the last month I've heard some different language in different places within our government and the news about how we need to have less empathy. And as a therapist, that is pretty concerning to me because empathy is, you know, it's something we really look at as far as when we do assessment and whatnot. Basically, if you look at anyone who's qualified to make a diagnosis, a legal diagnosis of any type of mental health issue, there are a plethora of different things we assess for. It's very nuanced, it's very in-depth, but in general, one of the things that we really look for when someone's talking with their language, the things they say, and their behaviors and their actions is we look at if someone's capable of empathy. And if someone is showing a lack of empathy, that indicates pathology. If someone is lacking in empathy, or they're seem incapable of empathy, or they don't have normal levels of empathy, that is definitely something we take into consideration when we're making a diagnosis. And it's also having a lack of empathy. It's outside the realm of normal. It's not normal for a person to lack empathy. So there's a lot of different pathology. Obviously, the ones that stick out that you hear about the most are narcissistic personality disorder and antisocial personality disorder. But there are a lot of other reasons why a person may have a lack of empathy. But in general, there can be a person having a lack of empathy is interpersonally dangerous. For one person in a relationship or a family to lack empathy, that can be dangerous because they don't care if they hurt people. They don't have compassion. They don't, they can't identify or relate to a person's pain or struggle. And the other thing that concerns me about hearing this language from within the government is that, I can think of a shining example of a lack of empathy if we look at the history of Germany. So it can be on an individual level, but it can also be on a group level. We can have group lack of empathy, groupthink. It can be on a whole group level, on a grand scale. And that is extremely concerning because it's not just an individual hurting people, it's actually exponentially dangerous compared to one person having a lack of empathy. So anytime you hear any person saying we should have less empathy, that is a huge red flag. That's dangerous. That's cause for concern. We should be trying to have more empathy, not less empathy. The reason why this is so concerning to me is because the main thing it leads to is the dehumanization of other humans. And that is a lot of what we see right now. We see a lot of groups of people being dehumanized. And when we dehumanize other groups of people, then it's okay to make them the scapegoats of society for all the societal ills that we see. It's okay to blame them for everything that's wrong in the society. It's okay to devalue their life and their worth as a person. And that's why it's so dangerous. So I'm just coming on here to say the truth. Talking about having less empathy as a group is extremely, extremely dangerous. If you hear that type of language, you should be concerned about it.